Hey, hello everyone. Today we are going to solve this problem of the day from GFG. Implement two stacks in an array. It is easy level question and it is more about conceptual rather than a logical question. So here we have been given an array and we have to implement two stacks in it where we need to write these four functions: push one, push two, pop two, and they will do the basic function of a stack where push one pushes element into the first stack and pop one pops the element from the first stack. And what we need to take care is if the stack is empty, so we return -1. So suppose this is the given array of size n. So we will be implementing the two stacks, one from the front end and the other from the back end. So a stack works in the last in first out principle, where whatever comes in the last goes out first. So we are, we have been given that the size of both the stacks combined will not be greater than the size of the array itself anytime. So what we will do, we will just start pushing in the elements of the first stack from the 0th index. So suppose we start from here, the first element will be pushed from here to here, this 0th index, then to the first index. And if we pop out, we'll just return this top whatever the value of the current index would be, and we'll just decrease the index to 0. So whenever the index value of top 1 is equal to -1, that means the stack 1 is empty and we will need to return -1. And similarly, if the value of top 2 is equal to the size of array, because this index would be in -1, then it will mean that the stack 2 is empty and we will return -1. Otherwise, we'll just return the element present at the index top 2, and this top 2 will keep on increasing as we keep on pushing in elements to the stack 2. So let us complete the code now. So here they have already declared the array, the size of the array, and two indexes, top 1 and top 2, to track the position of the stack. So by default, top 1 is declared to -1 and top 2 is declared to size. As I just showed you, if these stacks are empty, they will be -1 and size respectively. So to implement push 1, what we will have to do is we'll just assign the 0th index with parameter passed. So suppose it is -1, so it will become uh, 0 and its value will become x. So now the element at 0th index is x. Again, so here I'm making use of prefix increment, and every time this is called, the top increases and stores the value passed into that index. So yes, make sure to write top 1, not top. And in a very similar way, or rather the opposite way, we will do it for the second one, where we have to decrease the index each time we push in anything, because we are coming in from the back side, and we have to increase the array in the reverse, increase the top index in the reverse direction. So here I am doing prefix increment. Here we did prefix increment. Now to pop it, first we need to check whether if it is not already at -1 or size, because we need to check if the stack is empty or not. So if it is empty, the top one index will be -1, and then we will need to return -1. Otherwise, what we will return is the element present at the current index, and we also need to decrease the index once we return that. So I'm doing it in post decrement fashion, so that because we all know that we cannot do any arithmetic logic after we have returned a value in a function. So yes, this will return the value at the current index and decrease the index by 1, because we are doing this one in forward direction. And for the other one, we'll check if top 2 is equal to size, then we will just return -1, else we return array of to the current element, and we will increase the index by 1. So we are going to write for this, and we left for the first stack, completely opposite to what we were doing in question functions. So if I run this, it passes the test cases, and on submitting it, it gets accepted. So that was all. See you tomorrow.